For just the cost of a cup of coffee a day, you can help save John Bushbaum from himself. Just the cost of a cup of coffee a day is all it takes.
Right? I have a GoFundMe page at GoHelpJohnBushbaum.com.
It's really a fun to save his mental health. What's going on, folks? Eddie here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So today we're back down at Torque Motorsports. Came back down to do the dyno tuning on the big turbo built engine Abarth 124. Now, ran into a couple small issues. I got here last night and John quickly noticed that there was something wrong. Now, what had happened is there was an exhaust leak. A couple bolts had backed out. Now, this is pretty normal on these types of setups. It does happen. I really should have tightened the bolts while I was in Vancouver, but it happens. This happened on my 500 as well. But now, John is super thrilled because he has to dig in and get the turbo reattached to the manifold. If this had been a normal turbo, getting to those bolts wouldn't be so bad. But because of the size of it, John actually has to pull the downpipe out of the car, or at least get it out of the way. Man, I'm super lucky I got John.
Play our beats. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Anyone ever told you you're a beautiful singer, John? God, the downpipe, aside from that bracket, comes out a lot nicer. Like, that didn't look nearly as painful as the other one.
I kind of got an O2 sensor in the way. I'm trying to figure out how to...
O2 sensor? Who needs one of those?
Just like knock sensors.
Knock sensors, O2 sensors? We don't need these
Turn
things.
them bitches off.
Dude, there's a lot of things you don't need on a car, right? Like, air filter, don't need that.
Ha!
Oil cap? That's pretty good oil cap. That thing adds like 20 horsepower. See? Torque base. You're a good man, John.
Don't take a picture of that. It's pretty fucking ugly. Hey,
Dude, it was a it's a mocked up. Oh my god! Oh, how many bolts are actually left?
The two most difficult ones, obviously.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
You have no idea.
No, I don't. I'm not the one in there.
I think I'm gonna be able to get...
So they have to come off too, don't they?
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out for these because this is not an option for you to loosen and tighten it on a different day.
You literally have to pull the downpipe off if you want to tighten this.
Yeah, backstore.
I can't get my hand in here and grab it the way I want to grab it and loosen it at the same time.
Gotcha.
Oddly enough, you should be able to give it a different name too, which you can.
I've always wanted to rename my AI to computer. That way it's like Star Trek and I'd be like, computer.
Hal.
Oh yeah, Hal would be cool too. Why didn't they hire Majel Barrett to do the voice of Siri? John's feeling like he forgot something. sound of no intake plus the Turbo Smart. Yeah. Okay, so
time to log. So let me get my tools cleaned up. I'm gonna hook up a emulator and look at some of the values and see what it's doing for boost.
okay.
If it's coming up on boost and spiking really hard, then we'll have to put a different boost control solenoid on it. I think once we have the new boost control solenoid on it, then we'll be able to start adjusting, manage boost a little better to where we can get it. We'll be able to put a little bit more preload on the gate, dial up the preload until we start hitting our target boost, and once we start hitting our target boost, then we can start adjusting.
It does come on boost hard.
Yeah, it comes on hard, but it falls off, and then it struggles.
Yeah.
Up top, and I think the struggle is coming from it's trying to adjust, and then once it makes its adjustment, then it tries to come back, and that's why you kind of get the surging once you get past 6K.
Gotcha.
So I think with enough drive time, it would adjust. Having that big leak on there was a huge problem.
Yeah.
The adapters are probably all screwed up from that.
Okay.
So log and go from there.
All right. Let's do that.
Do we happen to know what wastegate comes with these Garrett turbos?
No idea. No idea. You thinking it might be just a bit much?
Mm-mm.
Or not enough gate?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna check the gate pressure, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna slap the hose on there, go drive from the turbo to the gate. Hey, you're gonna go for a drive.
Cool. That sounds like fun.
If we have Okay, on the blow-off valve configuration,
Yeah.
we're 100% sure we have that hooked up right?
Yeah.
The blow-off valve's going off. Are we sure we're not dumping a ton of boost?
We'd hear it if it was dumping boost.
I want to go wastegate to turbo.
Then do it.
I can't because it eliminates the blow-off valve.
Oh.
Now you see. Okay, I see what I can do. I know what I can do.
23.
9 pounds.
Hmm?
But it didn't break up.
No, it didn't.
I wonder if us pulling that off let some oil or something drain out of that valve.
Try it again.
Yep.
Okay, so we went home for the night. We're back at the shop this morning, though. So the data logging, that was useful. The wastegate duty cycle tables really were not optimized for the size of the gate on this turbo, so everything had to be messed with. But end result, yeah. So we managed to make 20 PSI last night. Went into overboost, though, because the boost limiters were not set in place. John wanted to see it do that anyways, so that's a good sign. Now it's time to actually tune the thing.
Do you think you can make horsepower?
No?
I made 1.1.
Okay. We could actually be working on a car and doing something a bit more productive, but this is so much more fun.
Okay.
Guess I'm in 0 horsepower.
You suck. Try again. You gotta sound out of breath. tough one today for John. So John's been on the dyno. He's struggling to really get anywhere at the moment. There could be something wrong in terms of the ring seating in the engine. So there's still a lot of blow-by coming out from the vapors in the catch can. That could be blow-by. There could be something going on with the ring seating. So we're gonna have to keep going for now. I'm sure John's gonna make a few changes over the next little bit, but right now it's mostly about seeing why can't the car make any power. It is what it is. We'll eventually get there. John always does.
Picks up 100 horsepower in a second and a half.
So it's coming on really hard.
Really fucking hard. Really hard. So, the blue line,
Yeah.
it was in limp mode and I didn't know it was in limp mode.
Okay, so when I said it's in limp mode, I was right.
Yeah, but it doesn't show up on the fucking gauge, it doesn't show up on the fucking phone. So, I have to assume it's a 2-trip event. I don't... If I can get that to stop,
Yeah.
that's never gonna quit climbing.
John's stuck in limp mode right now. The joys of tuning. But the car is coming on power fast. In a matter of a split second, the thing goes from like 50 to 150 horsepower. The curve just starts jumping up incredibly quick. There could be an issue with it actually coming up on power too fast and hitting a limiter because of that. Either way, I don't know. John will figure it out. He always does. Well, the best part's about hanging out with John. Yeah, so the hot side pipe blew off the bottom of the turbo. So John's putting a better clamp on there, assuming that the hose that was coming off had survived. I think it just saw more boost than it was prepared to handle. So far so good. Johnny's figuring it out.
We put the boost on the car, and the boost said, "Go away." Too much boost.
I had my concerns about that clamp before.
Hey, Johnny.
Where'd you find it?
Under the car.
Oh, it was just under the car?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to get a boost sensor hooked up and programmed and everything else because we have got to make sure we're not overboosting the dog shit.
It'd be nice if we had a boost reference.
That's getting hooked up next. Oh boy, it made good power.
Yeah, that was moving up. Good. Good one. Good.